Welcome back, everyone. Well, as you know, we do a lot of interviews here on Look Today, and here's an interview that you really have to listen to. And I'm going to open with a quote that my guest gave me while we were having a conversation. She said, "Without hope, you don't move forward." There's a lot behind this, and we're about to talk to you and tell you why. Leslie Miller is the president and the founder of Taylor's Heroes. And I just give you a little background. Taylor is Leslie's son, who lost his life serving his country in Afghanistan. This happened 5 years ago. And outside of the fact that if you're a parent, you totally understand and appreciate what that means. And she looked at it and she thought, what can I do in a positive way to honor his life? And his name, of course, is Taylor. In order to get into the service, he had to lose a lot of weight. And he lost weight so he could get into the Army. And so what Leslie's done to honor him is create Taylor's Heroes, which is a nutrition and fitness program. Wow, that was a long intro, but I had to do that, Les.
Okay. That's great. You got it. You nailed it.
Hey, thank you for coming in.
Oh, happy to be here.
Okay, so with that said, let's face it, with a 60% plus possible obesity rate in our country, this is a very positive thing for you to get involved with. So I want to commend you on that also.
Thank you.
Aside of the fact that you're also very courageous.
I'm not sure I can take credit for that. Sometimes it's sort of like having brown hair or blue eyes. It's just something I was fortunate enough to be able to move forward after Taylor's death. And this means so much to me, this program. It helps me, it helps others, and it helps me talk about Taylor more. So that's always fun for me.
I bet it is. Hey, let's talk about the program.
Sure.
It's a 14-week program. And what happens?
So we ask people to apply online. There's lots of information about our program, the fundraisers, the program itself, about the people behind it, and the story behind it. Once people are there, they can fill out an application. It can be printed and mailed in to our P.O. box here in Saratoga, or it can be filled out online and it's emailed to the executive director, Suzanne Diorio, who also happens to be my sister and co-founder. And we review those. And the kids and their families are interviewed. I think we have about a 99.9% acceptance rate. And we just ask for the kids to describe why they'd like to lose weight, why they'd like to be more healthy, what's held them back in the past. And we ask for a commitment from their parents to get them to the program and be committed to the changes that we're trying to make.
Well, you know what? Having the family buy-in is incredibly important. Because it's one thing to, register your child to be part of a 14-week fitness and nutrition program, but if that kid goes home and all they're seeing is junk food, then obviously that's counterproductive to the whole idea. I want to frame this just a little bit for our viewers. This is 3 or 4 14-week sessions. Each session, they will take up to 12 kids, ages 8 to 18, run them through a really a rigorous, but not taxing, but a rigorous program at the Saratoga Regional YMCA, great organization, by the way.
Oh, yes.
To help them understand a little bit more about proper eating habits, exercise, and those kinds of things. That's so valuable when you think about the impressionable ages of 8 to 18. Self-esteem, self-confidence, bullying, any of the things that kids face, and if they are overweight, how they become targets.
That is correct, and that's certainly something that Taylor experienced himself. And that's one of the larger outcomes that we see from this program, aside from educating kids and helping them move forward, in their goal of losing weight and being more fit, helping their whole family, of course, embrace those ideas as well. But the confidence building that happens, we saw it in Taylor when he lost all that weight, and it allowed him to move in the world in a more comfortable way, and to be the person he was meant to be without being self-conscious and worried that he might say the wrong thing and people might tease him. These kids, like also when they come into the program, very often not always as confident as they could be, By the end of the program, we see a huge difference. It's not a measurement we can make on a scale or with a tape measure, but we see it definitely in the conversations that we have. And we
Sure.
feel like that is one place that we know that we can make a big difference beyond our 14 weeks, where we know
Yes.
that they have found something within themselves to push them forward. Are they ready to make that absolute commitment now? Well, maybe not, but we do know that at some point down the road, they'll have the tools to do that and the confidence to do it.
Well, you know what it's like at that age, you're opening a gateway for them. Once they understand it, quite honestly, it's like learning to play a musical instrument. Once you get the idea that, oh, I can do this, then, of course, how far they take it depends on their own initiative, but the fact that you're offering them that opportunity. Obviously, we need to raise some funds to help Taylor's Heroes. We have a race coming up on Saturday, June 20th, a 5K. But it's got an interesting twist to it.
Well, we did make it a little different. Taylor,
Okay, so tell me about it.
Taylor actually, I ran across some pictures the other day, and Taylor actually enjoyed a boot camp kind of theme even in his birthday parties when he was younger. And they were fun, and they weren't running through fire and up the side of mountains. And that is exactly what this event is. We should call it the Extremely Fun Boot Camp Challenge. It's meant to be something where it is a 5K, but there are lots of fun things along the way. There are people who are drill sergeants who will ask you to do push-ups or jumping jacks or burpees. There's a cargo net to climb over. If you don't want to climb over the net, you can bypass it. We have spotters there to keep you safe. But it's something fun for the whole family. It's Father's Day weekend. What a great time to send the message that it's great to exercise as a family, individually, or, you know, just what a great time to spend with Dad out there. You know, it's a morning event. Again, I should play that up as well, that while we start at 8:30, it starts at 9. You can be done and on your way to all the other fun things that'll be going on this weekend.
Well, you know, again, it's Father's Day weekend. Great timing on something like that. You know, bring the family along. It's Saturday morning. The money that they raise goes directly into supporting Taylor's Heroes efforts with this 14-week nutrition program. It couldn't be more timely and couldn't be any more beneficial to the kids. And you're just a delight to talk to,
Well,
I'll tell you.
thank you. Thank you.
It's so nice to have you here. And I want, once again, to remind you that Saturday, June 20th, right here in Saratoga. Where's it happening?
The Saratoga Regional Y,
All right,
right
okay.
on West and New
Yes.
Street. And we
Have some fun, run some obstacles.
get a T-shirt and
Rents-
do the deal.
Get a great T-shirt, by the way. These are not all T-shirts are created equal. Well, Les, thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
in
Appreciate
and for, on behalf of everyone, just doing this. This
Thank
is
you.
a wonderful effort.
Thank you.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website. It's looktvonline.com.